Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics and one of my favorite perfume houses, which is Matiere Premiere. It's a very classy, Parisian, chic, rich and expensive smelling perfume brand. They have just hit it out of the park with their perfumes. There is something for everyone. Their perfumes are super refined, they're high quality, they smell like nothing else in this world. It's absolutely insane how beautiful each of their fragrances smell, and they're so unique and so amazing in character. And I think almost all of them are super long lasting, like 10 plus hours beast mode, and it's just in terms of performance, longevity, sillage, projection, all of these things, they have done it, you guys. So if you haven't tried this perfume house, I highly recommend you try it. And we are going to talk about some of the perfumes and some of the recommendations that I have tried and tested and are some of my ride or die fragrances in my collection. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first perfume we're going to talk about is this beauty right here. It is Parisian Musc. It is an absolutely stunning fragrance and is very, very near and dear to my heart because this perfume reminds me of New York City. It's very funny. It says Parisian Musc, but it reminds me of New York City. I don't know. I think it is because this was one of the first fragrances from this brand that I purchased when I moved to the city. It's a very simple yet absolutely stunning fragrance. It is a very lactonic fig with lots of greenness and musk and woodiness at the base. I think this is the perfect perfume to wear when it's like rainy and gloomy outside. It just has that gloomy, sad kind of a feeling to this fragrance. It's a very clean, green, musky, woody fragrance overall, and it actually reminds me of walking through the cobblestone streets of New York with some, trees around. Just imagine it has rained and you're walking on the streets with like a coffee, and I don't know, it just gives that kind of a feeling. It smells very rich and very chic. It has a very cool girl vibe to it. I should say woman, because this is not a girly fragrance at all. It is perfect to wear in like an office setting. I think this was one of the fragrances that I have reached out all of last year to wear to the office. It's just perfect for that kind of a setting. It also lasts for the whole day. This perfume easily lasts for like 10 plus hours on your skin and on your clothes. It's not going to leave your clothes. Whenever I spray this perfume to the office and I keep my clothes inside, and if I don't wash them, I still get whiffs of this fragrance the next time I pull out that shirt or that top to wear again. It's absolutely crazy how long this perfume lasts. It's just going to latch onto your skin and on your clothes. It's not going to leave it, trust me. If you want to smell very like rich and classy, I think this is going to be a great pick for you. The next perfume is my favorite fragrance in the whole world. I was so happy when I got this perfume. Oh my god. This perfume was love at first sniff for me. This perfume is a sandalwood lover's dream. It is sandalwood through and through. It almost smells like I'm holding a sandalwood stick and smelling it. It's that like raw and dry in character when I smell it. If you love your dry woody fragrances which are like super potent, this is a beast mode fragrance, then I highly recommend you should try it out. This has a lot of sandalwood, of course, you can tell by the name. It has some sweetness from the tonka bean. I get it very slightly, almost negligible on my skin. This fragrance is not sweet on my skin at all, as opposed to some of the reviews that I have read of this fragrance. Some people have mentioned that it has turned into a very sweet fragrance on their skin. I personally don't get that at all. The whole wear of this fragrance on my skin and on my clothes is like super dry, woody perfume. That's all I get when I wear this fragrance. fragrance. It's absolutely insane. This fragrance is a compliment magnet. I have received a compliment every single time I have worn this perfume. I am not lying. People have literally asked me what perfume I am wearing when I have worn this fragrance. So you are going to turn heads. You are going to be noticed. You are going to get complimented when you wear this fragrance. And if that is something that you want to experience, then I highly recommend you try this out. Just objectively, if I had to bucket this fragrance, then I would say this leans a little more masculine than feminine in character, but it does not bother me. So it honestly depends on what kind of perfumes you like wearing. So if this sounds like your cup of tea and you haven't already tried it, please run and grab this fragrance and keep it in your collection forever and ever and ever, because I am going to. The next perfume is Encens Suave. I want to say again, I have butchered the name, I think. Pardon my French. This is a warm, spicy, smoky, just voluptuous, addictive fragrance. It is an absolute showstopper from the brand. I cannot tell you how addictive this fragrance is. It has some coffee at the top. It has a lot of incense in it. It has some woodiness and some sweetness from the vanilla, and it becomes this sweet, spicy, smoky cloud. It's just absolutely, I don't know, this perfume is beautiful. You are going to smell intimidating and bold in character when you wear this perfume. Again, this leans a little more masculine than feminine in my eyes, but again, it does not matter to me. I don't know if it matters to you, but it's a must try fragrance from the line. I think this would be a really good pick for a dinner date for a guy. This perfume is just addicting. I mean, you are going to leave the other person in awe when they smell you, and this is the perfect first impression, addictive, compliment getting fragrance. And if you haven't tried it already, please run and give it a try. It lasts, again, I think I should stop mentioning it at this point because it's true for every single perfume that I'm going to talk about, but this lasts forever. It is not going to leave your clothes and your skin, and it projects like hell. It's going to fill up the room. You're going to leave an intoxicating trail, and you are going to get noticed when you wear this perfume. If I had to personify this perfume, I recently watched Materialist, so this scene from that movie comes to mind. It's when Pedro Pascal, he walks into a wedding. I think this would be his fragrance in that situation. He looked handsome, very debonair, and this perfume would be like the perfect pick for turning heads apart from his innate charm, you know. So the next perfume is Radical Rose. This is the perfect rose patchouli combination. It is so deep and rich and voluptuous in character. It smells expensive, like you will smell like a royal Arabian princess. Very Jasmine from Aladdin kind of a vibe, if that's what you are interested in. Again, this perfume would be a great pick for a dinner date or any kind of a party where you want to smell like intimidating and where you want to exude that bold and deep and dark character. This perfume won't do you any wrong in that aspect. If that's how you want to smell, like very indulgent and very deep, dark, sexy and royal, I think this is going to be the perfect pick for you. Similar perfumes or similar scent profiles that come to mind when I smell this perfume is, I think, Rose Diarby from Armani Privé, and also very slightly New York 5th Avenue by Fragrance Du Bois. I think these two fragrances have a very similar scent profile. They are not the same perfumes at all. So if you have those fragrances or if you have smelled those fragrances and if you like them, there is a very high chance that you will like this perfume as well. I have read in the reviews of this fragrance that even if you don't like the note of rose in your fragrances, you will like this fragrance. I don't know. People have said that they did not enjoy rose as a perfume note in their fragrances, but they still loved it. If you want to give it a try, but if you don't like rose, but like you're very conservative about trying this fragrance, I think you should still go out and give it a try. So if you hate it, you hate it, but if you like it, then you found your fragrance. The next fragrance is Vanilla Powder, a very popular fragrance from this fragrance house. And I think it's a very good perfume for the summer, especially because it has lots of coconut in it. It has some musky notes and it has some vanilla. So now on my skin, this becomes a very sweet, cloying fragrance, and I hate to say it, but this fragrance just does not work for me. When I read the notes of this perfume, I thought of it as something completely different from what it actually is. Hence, I got a tester to try out how the fragrance is, but it just, I don't know, it just becomes a very sticky sweet, like overly sweet fragrance. It triggers an instant headache, that kind of a sweet fragrance on my skin. It just does not work well with my body chemistry. So this is going to be a miss for me from the perfume house, but from the reviews and from the overall hype around this fragrance, I know there's a very large portion of people who love and enjoy this fragrance, and I am really sad to say that I am not one of those. I really wish that I could be, but it just does not work for me. But if you are someone who loves this fragrance, please let me know. I'm very curious to know. I want to know how many people had a different experience from mine with this fragrance. So if you have this fragrance, or if you've tried this fragrance and it has performed differently on your skin, I'm very curious to know that. So let me know in the comments below if you are that person. So those are all the fragrances that I wanted to review for you and I wanted to share with you from this perfume brand. And trust me, apart from Vanilla Powder, I think all of them I really like. I have even tried the Santal Austral Extrait, the black bottle, but I found it to be very cardamom heavy. It has a very strong cardamom presence. Not that I hate cardamom, but I just enjoy the original Santal Austral better. So I just wanted to mention that. The other perfumes that I'm really curious to try are Crystal Saffron and Bois de Ben. I think the description of that earthy patchouli note from Bois de Ben is something that I just have my eyes on that fragrance. So if you have smelled it already, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Matiere Premiere is a perfume house that have just checked all the boxes in terms of how great a perfume should be. I think there is something for everyone in this line, and I just cannot recommend the perfumes enough. If you like the video, hit that like button and I will see you next time. Until then, spread those good vibes and beautiful scents wherever you go.